Hari Om. I wanted to take this moment to share something that may be on our minds, and that is about prayers. Also, I would like to explain why prayers are effective, because often we just receive a prayer and we don't know exactly what is the efficacy of a prayer. Does it actually work? There were two boys once going past a Ganesha temple in India. So one of them said, well, before I continue going forward, I want to first go into the temple and I would like to pay my respect to Ganesha. The other boy said, well, I don't believe in this stuff. I'm not gonna go. So the second boy stayed out. But the first boy went inside to offer some flowers, to offer some devotion to Ganesha. And the second boy just kept on walking past the temple, and he found a gold coin, and he picked up the gold coin. He was thrilled that it's a gold coin. And just as he was containing his excitement, the first boy came out of the temple. I think he actually got bitten by a scorpion. So he came to his friend and he cried, "Oh, help me, help me. Oh, that's what you get for going to the temple. You see, I told you, I don't believe in this stuff. You know what I got for not going to the temple? I got a gold coin." In a few moments from there on, a sadhu was walking past who provided some medicine for the first boy, and the wound got healed. And then the first boy who got bitten by a scorpion was really hurt and asked the sadhu, "Why is it that I went to the temple and I offered my respect to the Lord, and yet my friend did not go? He does not believe in any of this, and he found a gold coin. What's the meaning behind all this?" And so the sadhu was an astrologer, and he provided both of them, through their birth date and their time of birth, some facts which both the boys could not disagree with, because they were genuinely surprised that this is very accurate what the astrologer was saying. So what the astrologer said next, the boys also took to heart. They believed it. And the astrologer said, based on both of your readings, the boy one, the one who got bitten, should have actually got bitten by a cobra snake. In other words, he should have died. And the second boy, who found a gold coin, should have actually found a treasure of coins. So the moral is, even if we think that we're lucky or someone else thinks they're unlucky, the point is only to our efforts, our past efforts, through our actions, our karmas, they're called punya karmas, we neutralize certain events in our life that we do not quite connect with, and we think, how is this connected? I didn't do anything to deserve this. But we just don't remember. So just like the boy who got bitten, he could have died, but owing to his efforts, he did actually receive a lot less unpleasantness than he could have otherwise. And similarly with the second boy, who you would think is lucky, but if you compare it to something that's much bigger, then it's not very lucky at all. So in the same way, a prayer is effective in two ways. The first is drishtapalam. So the one that I explained was adrishtapalam. We'll get onto that soon. Drishtapalam is where the results are immediately seen. Firstly, they're acknowledging that I have limitations. That means I'm, as a person, limited. And that takes a lot of humility to actually come to that conclusion. So just the fact that we pray, we're acknowledging there is a power higher than us. So that is twofold. Number one, I'm acknowledging my limitations. Parallel to that, I'm also acknowledging that simultaneously there's an existence of a higher limitless power. So if you think about it, how do you get help? You get help by asking. It's not like we're reinforcing that I don't know, that I'm weak. We're actually saying, I actually want to get through life in a much more pleasant way. So we're opening ourselves up to opportunities which we would have not otherwise have taken if we did not pray, because we would have not had faith by then. If you pray, then you actually open up yourself to those subtle life opportunities which otherwise lead you from a one gold coin to a treasure box, that save you from a poisonous cobra bite and just give you a little scorpion sting like the first boy received. So we don't see this. And the unseen consequences, the unseen results is the second part of our prayers, which is the adrishtapalam. This means that we don't see it immediately, so it does require a level of faith, because often we want an immediate visible result. Here it is, and now I know that it's traced back to my action. But it doesn't work like that in life most of the time, because most of these manifestations come much later and they fructify, and then we cannot connect the dots. We can't really say that this is a result of my prayers or my collective prayers which have accrued onto me, the one who prays, onto you. And thus the prayer also requires or develops one's faith in themselves. So that's the efficacy of prayer, which we then call grace. So whenever we say this is God's grace, that is only because of the subtle actions, prayers that we have done in the past that we cannot quite trace to the present. So the only way to explain the present is to subsume it or to conclude it with one little word, and then say this is Ishwara's grace. But it's not random grace. It is a result of your actions that you have performed. And one more question about prayer is, does it actually work? The fact is, prayer is an action in itself, and every action has a effect, however small. So it is not like one says, well, I've been praying for 10 years, but I got no results. How do you know that you haven't got any results? For example, there's a story of a mother who lived in the same house as her daughter-in-law, and they had some tension. So the mother used to do japa in the house for over a decade, and she counted beads. And she had a very rough personality in the house. Everyone thought she was a little bit rough in the way that she conducts herself and the way she communicates. So one day the daughter-in-law started to complain, and she said, you've been counting these beads and doing your japa and prayers and everything that's spiritual of nature, and yet, everyone's still complaining. That is true. However, what if she wasn't doing the japa? It could have been a lot worse. So the point is, every prayer, every action does make a difference, however small. We just don't account for the smallness. We think that it's supposed to be sufficient, or at least measurable, but it is so small, so subtle that we cannot see it. Therefore, we miss it. So the point is, prayer does make a difference because it is an action in itself. It does modify one's thoughts over time. It does have a habitual change. However small, it is still a change. Let's now go through some prayers, you and I, that we can chant in the morning. I will also recommend this book by Swami Dayananda. It's called Morning Meditation Prayers, and it has a lot of prayers on helping us to change, be open to opportunities to change, and to let go of those habits which are not serving us. These are mantras. Now, what's the difference between a prayer and a mantra? A prayer consists of 3 actions. The first one is a ritual. It's something that we do physically. Verbal or an oral prayer is something when we sing the glories of Lord. And the mantra is a prayer which is silently chanted or out loud. And we're doing now the category of number 3, the mental prayer, which can be chanted silently or out loud. And this can be something that you can chant during spare time, in the morning, before going to sleep, in the middle of the day, in the car. So it's something that we have for reminding us of a higher presence, of a higher power. Swasti prajabhyah. Repeat. Swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam. Swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam. Nyayena margena mahim mahishaha. Nyayena margena mahim mahishaha. Gobrahmane bhyash. Gobrahmane bhyashubhamastu. Gobrahmane bhyashubhamastu. Gobrahmane bhyashubhamastu nityam. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Okay, I'll do the whole. Swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam. Nyayena margena mahim mahishaha. Gobrahmane bhyashubhamastu nityam. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Okay, let's continue. Kale varshatu parjanyaha. Kale varshatu parjanyaha. Prathivi sasya shalini. Prathivi sasya shalini. Kale varshatu parjanyaha. Prathivi sasya shalini. Deshoyam kshobharahitaha. Deshoyam kshobharahitaha. Deshoyam kshobharahitaha. Brahmana santu nirbhayaha. Brahmana santu nirbhayaha. Okay, whole. Kale varshatu parjanyaha. Prithivi sasya shalini desho yamksho bharahitaha brahmana santu nirbhayaha. And then sarve bhavantu sukhinaha sarve santu niramayaha sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Okay, look at this word. Dukh, it's a puff of air. Dukh. Dukkha. Ka. Puff of air. Ka. Dukkha. So syllables. Dukkha bhag. Dukkha bhag bhavet. Asato ma sadgamaya. Repeat. Asato ma sadgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Okay, again. Asato ma sadgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Okay, so this is what we're going to learn. Swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha go brahmanebhyah shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu kale varshatu parjanyaha prithivi sasya shalini desho yamksho bharahitaha brahmana santu nirbhayaha sarve bhavantu sukhinaha sarve santu niramayaha sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om shanti shanti shantihi. Okay, and let's learn one more. Om trayambakai yajamahe. Om trayambakai yajamahe. Notice we skipped the M because in the chanting mode we will continue on to the next for the sake of flow. Om trayambakai yajamahe. Om trayambakai yajamahe sugandhim. Trayambakai yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan urvarukamiva bandhanan urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritaat. Okay, again. Om trayambakai yajamahe sugandhim. Trayambakai yajamahe. Trayambakai yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam. Sugandhim pushtivardhanam. Om trayambakai yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam. Urvarukamiva bandhanan. Urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiya. Bandhanan mrityor mukshiya. Bandhanan mrityor mukshiya mamritaat. Mukshiya mamritaat. Okay, I'll do the whole. Om Trayambakai Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritaat. The meaning, it is very applicable to whatever times that we undergo, whether it's in a collective challenge or a personal challenge. So all of these prayers are for those very purposes, to remove the obstacles that are or that could stand in our way to move forward in the future, whether it is for us or our family or the world. Please look at the definition and the meaning, don't just chant it, because the power behind the prayer, behind the mantra, is in the definition of it. What am I chanting actually here? So this is the second part of the prayer, that is knowing the depth of what does it mean. So these are some of our new friends that we can invite into our life during times when we want some support that we may not otherwise quite feel in our lives. The purpose of the prayer is to neutralize, number one, our papa karma from the past, and two, to establish clarity of mind, if that is what you're asking for, or to bring more success, prosperity in our life, or whatever is meaningful for you. And by the use of prayers, we can invoke both of them and take advantage, as long as it does account the environment, it does not cause injury to the world, by invoking the presence of Ishvara through the mantras that we have just chanted, and also by delivering or bringing punya karma, that means pleasant results in our life that otherwise without the prayer there would have not been as intense, or there would have not come at all. Therefore, you're really using a great untapped power by tapping into prayers. Thank you for your time. Hari Om.